What's up, folks? Today we're going to take a look at my Kershaw knife collection. Got a couple. I've done some vids on, I think most of them, but we're just going to take a look at my Kershaw family. Alright, first up we've got the Kershaw Scallion. It's a little guy, but cool little folder. The pocket clip, this one was free. I'm doing these by price, how I got them by price, but this one was free. I don't really know what it costs. And it's got a little lock down here. It locks the blade in so it won't come out on you in your pocket or something. That doesn't work. The clip's missing. I kind of had to put a new tip on it when I got it from my buddy. But you know, it's a cool little assisted pocket folder. Moving on, that one, like I said, was free. Moving on, we've got this one, was $10. $10 at the old Walmart. It's the Kershaw Select Fire, partially serrated blade. I think it's 14C28N steel on the blade there. This is the multi-tool folder. I've got a vid on it. It's called the Kershaw Select Fire. There's two parts. It's part 1 and part 2. It's got a Phillips heads, flat heads, bits that you can take out and put in this guy here. Screwdriver, 2-position. And when you've got it open, this part is a bottle opener. You kind of put it on the cap and pull downward like that, and it pops the cap off. So it's Kershaw's attempt at doing a multi-tool. Not a bad attempt. I think it's a pretty cool knife. And for being 14C28N, I think that's what it is. Usually that steel sucks, but you know, this blade's been pretty good. But yeah, no rolls or chips or nothing. So next up, for $10 on eBay, I think it was $9.75 with free shipping. So you know, $10. We've got the Kershaw Crown. No, this is a non-assisted. It's I think it's right side tip up only. Well, that's at least it's tip up, right? Non-assisted, but it opens so smooth. This is one of my like EDC. I carry this sucker everywhere, mainly because it was $10, and you know, it's knock yourself out. Who needs a knife? Oh, I got a knife right here. Here you go. Boom. You know, pretty cool. It's got my Carter handles there, my handle scales. Liner lock. And this one's 8CR13 MOV. Sorry about that. Doing multiple blades here. Got all these numbers in your head. 8CR13 MOV. A lot of people have gripes about that steel, but I find it, I have no problems with it. And next up, for $15, the old Walmart, we got, this is a newer model. It's a Kershaw filter. Came out this year, 2015. It's an assisted frame lock folder with tip down right side only pocket clear clip there, which, you know, it's whatever. Not a big deal. This is 3CR13 MOV Chinese steel. I just got this one and put a vid up last week, I think. This week or last week? I can't remember. It's one of my last vids though that I've just posted, so if you see it, it's called the Budget Series, episode 6, the Kershaw filter, and it's I tested the blade out on a stick. I was whittling on a stick, and I chipped the blade on it already. I had the first test, and I chipped the blade on it, but I got it fixed. It's looking much better now. Just ran it across my stone and smoothed it out. So hopefully, you know, that was just a fluke with the 3CR13 MOV steel, Chinese steel. We'll see how it goes. I'll do an update vid. But as it sits right now, it's cleaned up. It looks much better. Next up, this was a budget series knife. Also, this is the Kershaw Clash. It's $25. This is 8CR13 MOV also, like the Crown. It's a cool little budget blade, but I wasn't too wild about, after I got it, It's kind of dinky for a tactical folder. No thumb studs, just a flipper. A little jimping up there, liner lock. It's bead blasted. I can't remember what plastic material this is. I think it's in my video on the knife specs on this sucker. It's I just can't remember. Whatever. Tip up or down, right side only carry on the pocket clip. Nice beefy pocket clip there. Pretty cool. But the finish kind of coming off there on the tip, which I did an update vid also on this one. I haven't had any problems with the 8CR steel on this guy. Sharpens well, holds an edge. Moving on to the next one. Well, the next two, because I've got two of them. This is the Kershaw, but well, this is a Kershaw vid. I don't know why I keep saying that. This is the Blur. Never done that before. Anyways, yeah, this is the Blur. It's a liner lock, partially serrated. This is 14C28N blade steel again, which I had a problem with on this one. This one chipped on me on a zip tie. I've done multiple videos on it. I'm not going to get into it again, but I sent it to, you know, this. I did videos on that too, so I don't know how much I'm going to get into that, but sent it to Kershaw. They fixed it up for me. End of story. Anywho, oh, I did actually do a vid on the lock. When they sent it back to me, wasn't locking up to, you know, in my opinion, a safe percentage. It was like 5 to 10% lockup, and I'd bang it on a table or just bang it on, the lock would fail if you hit the spine of the blade. So I took it completely apart, and now she's locking up around, let me look at it, 30%, 25-30%, which to me is much more comfortable, and it doesn't fail anymore. You bang it on stuff. So, and that's what this one is. This one's about 30% lockup on these. So I got the lockups matching on the liner locks, and haven't had any issues with the steel since, but I'll do an update vid if I do have any issues with the steel rolling or chipping or anything on stuff, you know, that stuff that's not abused, where situations where it shouldn't. So those are assisted openers as well, and I liked it so much. I got two of them because I liked it so much. It was because of a knife I had before that. This is the last one in the Kershaw family. It's my first Kershaw I ever had. It's the Kershaw Storm 2, which it's got thumb stud or flipper. Flips right open. Yeah, see, it's not unassisted. You got to give her a little whip with the wrist. This knife is really wicked looking. It's a really cool knife. My only gripe about this blade is that it's the steel. 14C28N again, and some of the serrations are kind of, I don't know if you can see. Let's get some focus going. Those two front ones right there, the two right before you get to the main grind there, whatever, they're rolling a little bit. I might have to do a better video. I might do a detailed vid on this knife later, but it's not coated in anything. There's no coating, so let's see if you can see what all those little dots. It's hard to see. All these little dots on the blade. It's corrosion. It's ridiculous. It looks like the blade's rusting. Yeah, you get into there. It looks like rust and corrosion going on. Usually I can oil it up and try to protect it from that developing, but since it's not an EDC, it sits in a box, and a month will go by, and or a few weeks, and I'll go open her up just to take a look at her. Like, you know, I took a look at my collection every now and then, and the blade is just covered in this corrosion, rusty looking crap, and it's just, there's no getting around it. So if you get 14C28N, I would recommend getting it in a more protected. The Blur is like it's like a mini Storm. It's pretty cool with the Track Tech inserts there. That's what made me fall in love with the Blur so much, is the Ken Onion design, the recurve. Not as wicked looking as the Storm, but it's still pretty cool looking. And the Track Tech inserts, like I said, give it a similar look. There we go. Yeah, give it a similar look. I wish I could have found a blur that looked more like the Storm, but I probably would have ran into that corrosion problems like I'm running into on this one. So maybe it's better that it's coated. It's all protected. Don't know that there's much else I have to say about this model. It is a discontinued model, so it's kind of hard to find. If you do, it might be a little expensive. Since it's discontinued, and it's probably going to cost you more than it would retail brand new if it was a current run, production run, I wouldn't recommend getting it because it's not coated in anything, and like I said, the blade just corrodes all the time. It's not corroded. It's not protected. What did I just say? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's not protected, so it corrodes all the time. And a good little trick I've got to fixing that is taking a pencil eraser and just literally, I thought it was stupid when I heard this, but take a pencil eraser and rub down the blade with it, and it should take that stuff off. And you know what? I tried it, and sure enough, it freaking worked. It literally erased all the corrosion off the blade, and I've been doing that to clean it up every now and then. But there's the Kershaw family. I'll pick you guys up here. There's the Kershaw family update vid. So since I like to do Kershaws so much, I figured I'd show you guys all my Kershaws. But I think that's all I got. I think I've rambled on long enough. As always, be safe, and until next time.